الإمام بخاري في صحيحه عن أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه قال مروا بجنازة فأثنوا عليها خيرا فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وجبت ثم مروا بأخرى فأثنوا عليها شرا فقال صلى الله عليه وسلم وجبت فقال عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله عنه ما وجبت قال هذا أثنيتم عليه خيرا فوجبت له الجنة وهذا أثنيتم عليه شرا فوجبت له النار أنتم شهداء الله في الأرض. This hadith is in the collection of Imam Bukhari, and it is narrated by Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu, who mentions the incident that took place. It's also narrated in a number of other books, including Sahih Muslim and others, with slight variants. And in this instance, the recollection has it that that the Sahaba and were sitting with the Prophet ﷺ, and there's a person who had passed away. Their janazah was passing by, meaning that they were going to go bury this person. Janazah was someone who was in a not in a casket, but they were wrapped in a coffin and they were taking them. They will call that a janazah, right? And of course, the salatul janazah is the prayer prayed on the person before they are proceeded to their final destination. So this was passing by. And the Sahaba started praising the person who was deceased. So the Prophet ﷺ said that it's mandatory, or it's a done deal. Then another passed by, the same short time frame, and the Sahaba were not speaking well of that person. They were speaking about this person or describing things that were not so well about this person. The Prophet ﷺ said the same thing. It is now obligatory, or it's done. So Umar radiallahu anhu asked, so what's obligatory? What's done? What do you mean by that? So he said that the one that you praised, that person, the Jannah is obligatory, it's a done deal. And vice versa, the person that you were describing in a manner that was not good, that also means that they are the hellfire is now binding upon them and has become mandatory upon them. And he said, he gave the reason why. He says, Antum shuhada'ullahi fil ard. You are the witnesses of Allah upon the earth. Meaning your testimony is so strong. It's like how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala views a person's stature. That is in sync with how you view people. Now, of course, this hadith, the reason why I chose to share this is because in our community, as you may have heard and may have probably even attended the last maybe a month, there's been so many janazas. It's been actually, subhanAllah, quite a lot. I mean, I don't remember that this much happening in a short period of time at this intensity and frequency. And people who are younger, people who are older, subhanAllah, it's been a lot. And as you experience this a lot, it should make a person ponder their own mortality. And it should also make, like personally speaking, when I go to a janazah and the masjid is full, I'm very happy for the person who passed away, and I pray that when I pass away, I would have something like that too, because that is such an amazing thing to have. So in this spirit, I'm sharing this hadith with you. The ulama actually explain that a large number of the scholars believe that this is actually exclusive for the Sahaba. This rank that the Prophet is saying that when you are all praising, أَثْنَيْتُمْ عَلَيْهِ خَيْرًا أَثْنَيْتُمْ عَلَيْهِ شَرًّا, he's saying this is exclusive for the Sahaba, it's not for anybody else. But there are others who say this is the first recipient of this is the Sahaba, and then everybody else, by extension, it applies to them as long as they are righteous believers, they are following the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, their understanding is like the understanding of the Sahaba. فَإِنْ آمَنُوا بِمِثْلِ مَا آمَنْتُمْ بِهِ فَقَدْ اهْتَدَوْا. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in the Quran, that if they believe like you have believed, i.e. the Sahaba, then they have attained guidance. The point here is, those differences aside, the Prophet ﷺ is highlighting how the believers, the righteous believers, when they are agreeing upon something, particularly upon someone's stature, that largely is in line with how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala views them. And as a result of their good deeds, their action, the work that they did in their life, that causes the love of that person to be embedded in the hearts of the righteous. And then when they pass away, that love overflows. And thus the synchronization between how Allah views this person and their final station, and how the people view and think of them. And these janais that we recently experienced, everybody only spoke well of the people who passed away. And that's an amazing testimony. And it's something that we should pray for, right? When we pray the tashahud, we say Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Assalamu alayna wa ala ibadillahi salihin. We pray for the Prophet ﷺ, we pray for ourselves, and we pray for the righteous. This is part and parcel of the Muslim experience, the believing experience. So in light of these things, I wanted to share this hadith with you. It's a powerful one, needs more unpacking, a lot more contemplation, but I think for now this should suffice. يروي الإمام بخاري عن أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه قال مروا بجنازة فأثنوا عليها خيرا فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وجبت، ثم مروا بأخرى فأثنوا عليها شرا فقال وجبت، فقال عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله عنه ما وجبت، قال هذا أثنيتم عليه خيرا فوجبت له الجنة، وهذا أثنيتم عليه شرا فوجبت له النار، أنتم شهداء الله في الأرض. صدق رسول الله.